Hello, high levelers. Rayo Daniel here. In this video, I want to address something a little bit more serious, a problem that I've been seeing more and more in my own account, as well as other people using GoHighlevel and using the Agency Pro plan with the SaaS configurator. There seems to be a problem with this, and it may not be a big problem to you, but it could be a problem moving forward that could cost you potentially hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. So please pay attention to this video. What I'm going to show you is something that could very well save you money and create just or stop multiple headaches from happening for you. So before we get started, if you are not a subscriber to my channel, please hook me up, become a subscriber. You know, YouTube loves that kind of stuff, and I'm trying to promote my channel to just get more and more popular because I have created this channel for you to give you a great bunch of information that you can utilize to be more successful with the GoHighlevel platform. If you have not signed up for GoHighlevel, I am a GoHighlevel affiliate. My link's in the description. Sign up. I have lots of bonuses and coaching. So that's my little plug there. But let's kind of hop into the meat and potatoes of this. So the problem that I see with that's happening a lot is scammers, specifically credit card scammers. Now, one of the benefits that the Agency Pro plan has, and that's what I promote for everybody. I always promote, you know, if you're getting started, start with the starter plan, get you a couple clients, and then upgrade to the Agency Pro, just bypassing the unlimited plan, because personally, I don't like all the limitations that that plan has for agency owners. So as part of the Agency Pro plan, you get a great feature called the SaaS configurator. Now, part of the SaaS configurator is the ability to be able to automate client accounts, to be able to completely have an automated business. Now, that's good and it's bad. Now, it's good because of all the stuff I put in all of my videos that people can sign up using your funnel, they can put in their credit card, their account gets automatically created, they can begin using it, and the billing just happens automatically behind the scenes, and you don't have to be involved with any of that. Now, that's a good thing, because if you're dealing with a lot of clients, you know, you definitely want to make sure that you are not the bottleneck in your business, and you want to make sure that people can get signed up and move forward as soon as possible. However, it can be a detriment. It can be a problem. And here's the reason why. When you have an automated business, when you have a funnel where somebody can go through and just click apply and put in a credit card number, this is what credit card scammers are looking for. They're looking for sites like that are not like the big sites like Amazon, you know, where they could potentially be caught. But what it is that they're trying to validate if the credit cards they have are actually valid. And one way to do that is see if it can bypass your SaaS configurator. Because what they'll end up doing, or what they could do, is use a credit card. And I'll give you an example for me. I sat back and I have some automations in my account that lets me know and notifies me of whenever accounts get created and things like that. And I'm going to show you that automation here a little bit later in the video. But I get notified whenever new accounts are created. And right now, I remember one time I woke up one morning and I sat back and I'm like, okay, well, great. You know, we had 5 new signups last night. Well, come to find out after I'm looking at everything, looking at my emails that I get and some of the other communications, it looks like the same person, you know, tried to create accounts multiple times. Now, this is something that Stripe, in this case, caught and sort of paused it. So they were trying like multiple different credit cards. I had 5 new accounts that were created. 4 of them were paused because whenever they try to create an account and then the credit card bounces or fails with Stripe, or Stripe senses some kind of a fraud on their part, it'll set back and pause the account inside of Highlevel. That's kind of how it gets represented. Now, 4 of the accounts were paused, but the 5th one actually was active. Now, this kind of concerned me because why would you have one person signing up? And when you have that many people signing up sort of at one time, it kind of throws up a red flag. Number one, why would somebody want to create an account 5 times? And then when you look deeper into the account, what you see is that if you look at the account billing area, they're using different credit cards with every account. So they're trying to test certain credit cards maybe that they have to see if those credit cards are good. And then if those credit cards are good, sometimes they can actually log in and exploit your system, meaning they can log in and, who knows, send out a bunch of text messages, a bunch of emails, and just use your system to its fullest. And the credit card is stolen, then what happens is that those charges end up getting refuted by the credit card company. Bottom line, what it is if you ever know the expression, you know, crap rolls downhill, well, ultimately you're the one down at the bottom of the hill on this one. So what happens is that the credit card companies, the credit card companies say, no, these charges are fraudulent. Then Stripe ends up reimbursing them from your account. You know, they give them the money back, and then that money, in a sense, costs you as an agency because somebody has to pay for it. Somebody has to pay for Twilio services and so forth, and you know, those type of email services and whoever you're using for emails. So those could cost you a lot of money, and then you're the one that's sort of out of pocket for this because you didn't have a system put in place to check against this. Now, this is where you have to balance. You know, what level of automation do you want, and then what level should you not have, you know, with your business. Now, hopefully if you're running, depending on your business here, you'll have to gauge this, how much spam you get on this. I'm just coming here to show you there are some features inside of Highlevel that you can use to protect yourself. And that's why I wanted to create this video. First of all, make you aware that this type of thing exists, because sometimes, when we're at the SaaSpreneur events and things like that, we all don't get to talk about the different problems with our businesses and finding out and learning from one another what's going on and how can we protect ourselves before we sort of, get taken advantage of. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to create this video, is just to kind of explain it to you. Maybe you'll put the security measures in place, maybe you won't. That's going to be completely up to you. But one of the things I wanted to show you is this right here is my account inside of Highlevel. So if you go over to the SaaS configurator and you come over here, we're not talking about plans and pricing or advanced security. And forgive me, if this looks a little bit different, it's because this is the new SaaS configurator, the new SaaS dashboard. I don't know if it's still in the labs, but I know that there was a labs function if you go to settings and labs to turn on the new SaaS configurator. But anyway, this is the new way it looks. So if it looks a little bit different, forgive me, I've turned on the new features. But there's a security tab here at the top if you take a look. Now, one of the things about the security tab here is I'm trying to move myself out of the way here. There's this little check toggle switch. Put new sub-accounts on hold until reviewed and approved by an agency admin. Sub-accounts will be created, but can't be accessed by sub-account admins until approved. You should still be able to access them. Now, what does this actually do? All this does is it goes through the complete account creation process. So when you turn this on, what's going to happen is these accounts they're going to be created, and the user accounts are going to be created just like always, but the accounts won't be accessible, meaning the agency admin, whoever signed up, will get the email like normal, but when they log in, the account in a sense will be paused. The sub account will be paused, which means they'll try to log in and they'll get a pause message saying, please contact the agency for support. But this is what it looks like here. So this is a new feature that Highlevel has put in place. Now what you see is, if you look down here, I'm going to scroll, make this a little bit bigger here. So this little new request right here, this is trying to see if I can get what that actually looks like. Give me a second. Excuse me here. So this right here, I just want to kind of show you this area where it says new request here. I don't have any to show you, so I'm just using some of the documents from Highlevel. But this is what it would look like here. This is what they provide in their documentation. So you get new request. Let's just say you had 6 signups here, and here's what you'd get. You'd end up getting the person's name, decline and approve. But this right here is kind of an example of what I'm talking about here. So this is kind of what I saw when somebody tried to sort of attack me, because what you end up getting is you get 1, 2, 3, like 5 different accounts here, all by the same person, the same email address, trying to log into your account. Now, when you do this, you have the ability to decline or approve it, meaning, have them have access to it or not. But basically, this is a way to stop them from logging into their account right away and start using all the services until somebody from your agency has the ability to log in and check on this. Now, this has, a con of this is, your people, if they sign up like over a weekend, they'll have to wait until somebody approves it or at least verifies the identity of the person. And that's typically what happens here. When somebody signs up, you'll go to the contact, look at their contact record, give them a call, text them or try to email them, communicate with them that something is on the up and up and that this isn't fraudulent, and then you can approve it and let them move on. And at that point, they can log into their account and begin utilizing it. So this is kind of a pain, because it kind of goes back to the problems that you see in the unlimited account, the $297 account, is where you have to create the accounts manually. Now, the good thing is you don't have to create the accounts manually. All the stuff is done automated. The only thing you have to do is click approve or decline, depending on if it's a good account or not on this. But there's a step that just doesn't allow them to log in. And once you do this, let me look at this other one here. This is another message that you may very well end up seeing. The sub account and its Stripe is on pause and will remain so until approved by an agency admin. Excuse me. So John Doe here, notice if you open one of them up here, you can just simply click approve and decline until you find out. And I just want to show you what those messages look like. But this is where you would go and look at inside of the SaaS configurator to turn this feature on. Now, ultimately, if you don't get a ton of signups online, then this won't be too much of a problem. Worst case scenario is that the account will have to wait, at most maybe 24 hours. If it's on the weekend, maybe 48 until the next person pops up. But you might also have somebody who gets a text message. If you get a call and you get a sign up over the weekend, you can't have an automation process, which I'm going to show you what it looks like here, and actually text somebody to say, hey, we got a new account, please go verify it, to make sure these people can get logged in right away. Because of course, if somebody wants to sign up and give you money, why would you not want to take it? So let's just go ahead and have somebody on call that can log in, look at it, verify the person's identity, maybe go through, you have a standard operating procedure that you go through that you create, so that when people create an account, you'll know what to go through to do validation checks on them and so forth. So this right here is a way to turn that particular feature on. Now, with that, now I've talked several things about how you actually turn that feature on, what is it for, kind of what does it mean, and how do you need to approve it. Now what I'd like to do is kind of take it another step and actually show you, if you don't have some of the automations in place, to do this or to handle this, what would that look like? So I've got a new tab here open. Now, all of the stuff I'm going to show you in here is a part of my snapshot, part of my bonuses and affiliate. If people do sign up, these are things that I give all of my affiliates because I want them to have things like this available that they can just simply turn on inside of their account and they don't have to configure it or with minimal configuration. But one of the things I do is I'm just trying to show you what this automation site looks like. So right now I've got a SaaS onboarding funnel. So this is a standard funnel and it requires a little bit of customization, but basically all it is just a way for people to, for you to sell your SaaS services online. What would that funnel look like if somebody logged in and wanted to create a plan for you? So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just really just going to select this particular plan feature here. So this is just a simple pricing table that you can create. You can customize this a little bit further, but basically down here, somebody can pick a plan and click on start trial. Okay, and that's kind of what you're looking for. Now, when they start trial, depending on what button they click, that button would then go to either a standard purchase plan, pro, or premium plan. And all this would be is just, if we take a look at here, would just be an order form. Nothing spectacular about it, just try to keep it simple, but it would just be an order form where the product on this particular step would be configured for the premium purchase plan. Now, for this, the premium plan would typically have a monthly subscription that you could do or an annual subscription that you could do. So you can actually provide both on this particular plan. And I'm not going to go over how to do that, but you can put both the monthly and the yearly on each one of these to enable and let them choose which plan that they want. But either way, they're purchasing the premium plan. So when they purchase this, then this is where the automation can kick in. And I'm going to show you what that automation is. And just, typically down here, what I do is I have some order confirmation. There's an onboarding form that goes through, collects some information, some custom values and things like that regarding the business that gets updated in their account. And then they schedule an onboarding call and things like that. And it goes throughout the rest of the funnel. But this right here is a way to automate the client onboarding process. Now, let's go back over into automations. So in the automations here, I do provide SaaS management, and one of the things is a SaaS signup. So in this, one of the things that you can do here is you can create your own workflow and your own trigger here, but I'm just trying to show you what that is. So here under the trigger, what you would end up doing is you would just creating an order form submission. This is the trigger that you would actually set up. Order form submission, and then here under the SaaS signup, for this one, you would put submission type is going to be a sale. So you could do, whether it be an opt-in, order bump, upsell. Right now, we're just looking at sale because we just have nothing but sales order forms on there. We're not doing any order bumps or anything like that on the particular onboarding funnel that I set up. You can, but right now, this is just the sale. And then all you're choosing is what funnel. So you're choosing as one of the other options, what funnel that you want to choose. And here we're just choosing the SaaS onboarding funnel. So what this means is that anytime there is a sale inside of this funnel, now keep in mind, it could be any of the plans that you've chosen, standard, pro, or premium. So anytime there's a sale, then this workflow kicks off. And this is the workflow that you can have set up for your business, and you should have set up in your business at least whenever there's an order placed on here, even if it's just to notify the sales team, even if it's just to do something else. But right now, if somebody signs up, for instance, in this kind of example, I remove them from all workflows. You may not want to do this, but if somebody signs up for a sale, typically you've got them in a nurture sequence already, and that nurture sequence, you could probably eliminate that because once they sign up as a client, you don't want them to keep getting those nurture sequence emails. That can be kind of a pain and make you look unprofessional. You also might want to update an opportunity. So this might actually go and update the opportunity in the sales pipeline that you might have, move them from one stage to a client stage, or move them to a one status here, like in this example. So you can do that. And then, if you ever have any contacts, like you might want to have lead contacted, lead didn't purchase, depending on where they're at in the pipeline, you might be able to have different tags associated with them if you do tagging. There's other ways of doing this, but just this is a common example of how you can sit back and just remove those tags and actually add like a tag that they're a client, or you could say customer for them. And then that way you've eliminated they're no longer a lead, they're actually a customer or client. And then you could actually have a smart list inside of your CRM system that goes through and has everybody that's either customer or client tag, and now everybody in that list is a customer. And then once that tag gets added, of course, you can have another workflow that pops up that says, hey, if a tag is added that says customer, then I'm going to put them into my customer nurture sequence. And then there's a whole other workflow that you can have for that. So this right here is just how you can protect yourself. And again, hopefully you found the video useful. You've at least picked up maybe one or two things on here that you didn't know, and maybe you could implement this in your business to provide some protection for you. If this continues to happen, maybe this has already happened to you. And if so, I'm very sorry. But this could cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if people consistently try to attack your SaaS system with credit cards, bad credit cards. It's all going to come back as chargebacks in your system, and you're going to get paying for that. You're going to get hurt, with having to recover from these accounts. So you just need to make sure that people that create these accounts are valid, and you can contact them and they represent a good company. But, developing that standard operating procedure of how you check for it, some of the things I'm just looking for is check. is their email valid? Like if you ever go, and I'm not going to go into the contacts area here, but if you go into the contact, is their email valid? Or did their email not get verified by Highlevel? That's a flag right off the bat. If they put in a wrong email address, that's going to be a problem. Or if that email address bounces or something like that, that's the first sign. Number two, if you do have on the ability inside of your settings, and I will actually show this here, if you come into your business profile and come down here, one of the things right here is, that's not checked here. I can't really do that quite yet, but this option right here, validate phone numbers when first sent. That should always be checked in your account. I always verify email addresses, and I can't do that because this is just my affiliate snapshot that I'm dealing with and not a real account. But those things should be checked because you want Highlevel to verify that the phone numbers are good, they can receive text messaging. So those are the first signs. Did the person have a website? Click on the website and go to the website. Does the website actually function? Does it work? Is it available? Does it look professional? A lot of people aren't going to, if any one of these are bad, those are going to be red flags right off the bat. If you're a legitimate business, your email works, your phone numbers, SMS, text capable for sure, and you have a website. Those are just going to be 3 right off the bat that you could check as part of your SOP to see if this is actually going to be somebody that is trying to scam you or not. So, and you might include a few others here. Obviously, just a phone call, to ask them some questions about their particular business. What are they going to use it for, and things like that. So, anyway, I hope you found the video useful. Maybe you've got a couple pieces of information. So, if you did, click on the like button here. Leave me a comment. If you do have a question or anything regarding this particular process, leave it in the comments. I do every couple of days go through and get to all of my comments just to make sure I can answer your questions. But help me out, help you out, please, because I'm trying to grow this channel. Just like, subscribe, share the video. If you have somebody else that you might find this useful, that has a SaaS company with GoHighlevel. But I do appreciate you, and just thanks so much, and you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking to learn more about the GoHighlevel system, platform, and maybe you even want to start your own software as a service company, click on the description below. I offer a free course, and this course goes over all the things you would need to know regarding Highlevel. I even teach you 8 ways that you can make money with a Highlevel system with no experience, no tech skills, and no money out of pocket. Check out my link in the description below, and have a great day.